Hi there, I'm Al. You're joining us on the Wide Productions channel. We're going to stream a bit of Grip for you today. This game is a ferocious combat racer. It is out on November 6th on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch and PC. Feel free to drop a comment in the comments section. Let us know that you're here. It's just me this evening, but that means that, you know, I can connect with you guys. You guys can drop me messages and I'll answer whatever comes in, whatever you want to know. Okay, so I'm going to go. We've actually hidden the game setup screen just because there are some little things in there that we're not quite ready to show you yet. So I'm going to go for a rogue car. So those of you that know the game will know the Vintech Rogue. And I'm going to jump on to... I'm going to go on outpost reverse. So I'm going to go like that, and that should... I think you need to click transition.
Yeah, got it. Sorry.
No, you're alright. Hi Mania Master, thanks for joining. Ah. It was all going so well. If you're just joining us, my name's Al. I'm product manager here at Wide Productions, and this is Grip, which is a combat racer launching this fall on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch and PC. If you're a big retro gamer and you enjoy your PS1 games, you might be getting some Roll Cage vibes off of this. We did actually play Roll Cage, which is one of this game's main inspirations. We played that earlier in the week. It's really hard, really hard. So if you want to check out the game that inspired this, you can check that out in the video section. If you want to find out more about the game as well, you can look online. You can follow our Twitter, which is @GripVideoGame. You can join the Facebook page, or there's a really cool Discord community for this game. Shout out to the guys on the Discord server. They'll be nice and friendly when you join. Yeah, multiplayer is going to be great, Johnny. It's going to be really sweet. There's a 10-player online multiplayer that's for races and for the arena battles as well. And there's also local competitive play as well, so you can split screen with up to 4 players on PlayStation, Xbox and PC. That's 2 on Nintendo Switch. I know somebody's going to come into the comments in a minute and tell me off for not charging my weaponry up. Let's go over the top this time. That was the Hydra going off there. Oh, I'm being targeted. This is probably not going to end well. Oh, there's 8 laps on this race. Jesus. We're going to be here a little while. If you're just joining, my name's Al. We're Wired Productions. We are a little publisher in the UK. This is Grip, which is launching on November 6th on PlayStation 4, Xbox One and Switch, and also leaving early access. There are 40,000 of you guys that are playing the early access version of the game, which is awesome, so shout out to anyone who's picked up the game already. This is a real hardcore combat racer. It's faster than a lot of the racing games you'll see out there, actually getting up to the sound barrier. That's my favourite weapon, that is. It's some exploding darts that embed in the car in front and give them just enough time to squirm before they explode. Love it. So if you've got any questions, just feel free to drop them in the stream chat and I'll do my best to answer. That's why you shouldn't talk and race. Lovely assassin missile. Ooh. Oh, I'm in a spin. Yes. What are the tracks like? That's a good question. There are 22 tracks in the launch version of the game, plus mirror mode as well, so you can always get that little bit extra out of the tracks. Some of them are tracks that personally I find I really need to learn to make it round in one piece, so the mirror mode throws things up quite well. There are 4 planets you can race across, so there's a ice planet, there's a city planet, a sort of Earth-like planet, and a desert planet as well. So you'll see plenty of variety as you go through. I like to compare it a little bit to Star Wars Racer, in the sense that you sort of go around those planets. You'll see different sort of features of the landscape that appear in the different planets. So there's a nice commonality to the races there. And yeah, we'll let the Discord players join the stream once we've got multiplayer up and running on this version. Not just yet though. I've got to get a little bit better before I let you guys join. Otherwise, I'll be mincemeat. Ooh. Lucky escape there. Not going to last me very long though. I'm on turn. It was all going so well. I haven't been up this ramp before. Didn't go well for me. Oh, from first to 8th, it's humiliating. What? My way. Hey Simile, thanks for joining the stream. Sorry, I've got my concentration face on. Hey. Right, being as I'm on my own today, I think we should try a bit of Carkour. So, if my colleague could just hide the game screen for me, that would be awesome. Thanks, guys. Right. So, come out of here. So if you guys, I know that similarly's played Carkour. What about you other guys in the comments? Let me know if you've tried Carkour in the early access version of the game. So these are some simple little, well, I say simple. This one's okay. They get very, very hard. They're little trick runs which are single player. You've got to master the balance and the cars. I think we can leave the game screen up in here because we're just going to swap between the Carkour races, so don't need to blank that out for you guys. Alright, so let's try show off my master skills now. Hi Dark Sonic. Hi Technotron, thanks for joining. Things are going good. Now normally I am really bad at this and I have to go and get John from the office, who's our QA guy, whose job it is to play the game, so he's normally the boss in these matters. Oh no! Did not let go of that reverse button. I've never managed to do the last Carkour level either, to be fair. That jump is insane. Oh no! What is it with QAs being called John? I don't know. I have met a few QAs called John in my time. And a few QAs called Matt as well, and Matt's our other QA here. In fact, we had some temporary QAs in who have been working on Grip, and I think they were all called Matt, as far as I'm aware. Oh, we've lost the chat. There we go. If you were able to jump on this map, it would be a lot easier. I've also seen someone manage to leapfrog multiple platforms on this, so to go straight from one end to the other, which was very impressive. But I can do this. I promise I can do this. I'm not just wasting your time. Doesn't look like it at the moment though. He's a Jonathan, but he doesn't let us call him a Jonathan. He has written that in the chat. He says when I call him Jonathan, he gets upset. Did you? Yes, we did work on Victor Vran. So I was product manager for Victor Vran as well. It's such a cool game. Really loved working on that game. Loved working on the Motorhead Through the Ages expansion. That was wicked. So lots and lots of fun. Right, can he make the last jump? No. Oh no, I can get there. I can do this. That's part of the fun, is watching people fail, I think. I mean, you guys tell me if you want me to swap to another Carkour track. Just drop a message in the comments and I will bow to your wishes. No, 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 no! So, are you open to having online parties and team-based matches? Are we talking about Victor Vran here, or are we talking about grip? For the for grip, there'll be matchmaking. You'll be able to create lobbies. You'll be able to have up to 10 players in a lobby. For Victor Vran, there is online play as well for up to 4. Right, last go, and then I'm going to swap to the Rainbow Road, I think. No, sorry guys. Get my marching orders. Do you want to, Jono? Do you want to come and guest star? Do you want to try one of the Nightmare ones?
Do one of the Nightmare ones.
Yeah. Yeah. Our QA engineer is going to come round. I'm going to show me how it's done. He's doing Luke. No, come on.
I can. Hold on, let me put the thing on up.
No, it's alright, there's room. There's room. Kid's gonna show me how it's done.
Where's the mic?
Yep.
Yeah, ignore the fact I'm not Kevlar 32, but that's Kevin. I'm not going to do Luke count, it'll take me ages to do that. What can't I do? Don't want to give too much away. So I'm going to show up on massive ego and now I'm probably going to fail.
That's okay. Pride comes before the fall. That's only natural. Oh!
I have no idea how I managed to save that.
No, I have no idea either. And there, off he goes. Off he goes. So much confidence.
It's always the last. Like I can do all the loops apart from the last one.
This is much better when someone's on stream to deride the person that's not succeeding. What does the strength stat do for vehicles?
Strength stat? That's to do with...
is that how much damage you can take during a race?
I believe it's during, yeah.
During an ultimate race or during an arena map. So there are 3 classes of vehicles. You've got the speedster class, you've got the mid class, and you've got the tank class of vehicles as well. And the tanks are obviously slower to accelerate, but higher top speeds. They can also take more damage in a combat scenario as well.
I think typically they're also a little bit heavier as well, so when you're racing you'll notice that they're actually feel a little bit more stable when you're getting hit by weapons.
Does that enable you to ram other players more convincingly, or I tend to find that goes wrong for me when I try to do it?
Yeah, ramming at such speeds doesn't really work. I'm probably right. It's really probably way too high for me. But yeah, if you try and ram players at like, I don't know, well over 400 miles an hour, you're going to go flying off anyway. But you've got to like, I've noticed with the game, you've got to tap players, like very slightly nudge them is enough.
Yep.
Is enough to make them fly.
To be honest, I used to be a big fan of Project Gotham Racing 2 on the Xbox.
Classic.
And a friend of mine, we used to sit there and race Nordschleifer all the time, and he used to fishtail me on the starting straight every time. And that was just the end of my race from there. So, you know, I guess it's kind of the aim of the game in this. It's more in the spirit of grip than it would be in PGR. But you know, I feel it's mean. Maybe I'm soft. Maybe I'm too sensitive.
When you fly off the track, you really do fly off the track. It's like just a little.
Well, you're going at 700 miles per hour potentially, so the forces that are going on there are insane. So I'd just like to draw your attention to the fact that Jono still hasn't completed this track after being incredibly confident walking over here.
Horribly is not my preferred vehicle.
Oh.
nosedive when you get
The
try again, but I'll do a couple of other car courses to prove that I'm
that's
actually
right.
have something.
I can. What is your preferred?
This would be my preferred, depending on the vehicle. I do like a...
No, what's your preferred car?
Oh, car? God, now I'm going to retest on what the names are. The Dreadnought? The
Yeah.
big old square looking tank thing, that works really well.
Okay, because that's not even a speedster.
No, that's not. That's just a mid-class.
Okay. Do you want to show us how it's done with that car?
Okay.
Yeah.
No pressure's on.
So if I go that one,
That's it.
that should hide the
I
game.
will quickly change it.
And we've also hidden Jono, which is also a very pleasant side effect. So he'll be back in a second.
This is where I kind of
In answer to your question, Raj, there's no plans for cross-platform multiplayer at the start, but it is something we'll consider as the game grows. You know, we want to add more features. We'll be looking at that. So we're actually playing on a new build, which goes beyond what you guys have seen either in the public test branch or in the. You seem to be struggling even more there, John.
Yeah. I'm gonna try and
Plus, he's spent hours testing this version, so he's really got no excuse. I appreciate Johnny you trying to make excuses for him, but
I think it's just the pressure more than anything.
the pressure.
I can't deal with pressure at all.
Maybe this is getting a bit deep. Maybe we need to stop.
It's okay. Hello. Come up. Wait.
So you were the one that did Carkour with tanks before, didn't you?
That was me.
To film the trailer footage. So that was John.
All the trailer is me. All that.
I tried recording footage for the trailer, and the guy making the trailer told me that my driving was too bad and that it couldn't be used.
Well, that's good. Probably not a good thing.
No, it's not a good thing, but I'm not ashamed. I know what I'm good at. For me, coming to the end of one of these races is just about finishing it. For you guys, maybe it's going to be getting that top spot on the leaderboard when the game launches. Who's going to be burying hours into this mode?
You can easily bury a lot of hours. It's constantly. Right, give me one more go, and I might have to change to a different Carkour just to prove I can actually do a Carkour track at this point.
I think you should do Rainbow Road.
Rainbow Road's nice.
I like the Rainbow Road. Oh no!
I feel like I'm gonna have to.
Nope.
Yeah.
It's definitely one of those game modes where it's one more go.
So that is the last bit of that Carkour as well. I literally just have to get through the.
Yeah, but you didn't, did you?
No. Brilliant. Right, I'll prove I can actually do something.
Drumming soundtrack.
Drumming soundtrack, bassing soundtrack. I'm to use the terminology for big drum.
So apparently this is an easy track, Jono. Somebody just wrote that the minute you fell off of it.
Yeah, it is an easy track. Dude, we'll finish the stream. I'll try again.
To be fair, I don't find this easy. I can finish it. I have finished it, but it's not an easy one for me.
One of our event controllers as well, so this has been with us all over the place. The pack, they get quite
A bad workman blames his tools. He's onto it already.
so like the analog stick, just not there.
Uh,
I'm not going to be happy by the end of this stream.
He says the secret's not to accelerate all the time.
No, it's not. No. I've been able to actually just full throttle this track the whole way.
And you're just showing off. Just get to the finish. Give the nice people closure.
Let me finish the Carkour track.
To be fair, I drove this like Marge Simpson when I finished it. It was taking it easy.
You have to actually drive at some pace because a lot of those sideways.
Yep. Yeah. And the downforce in the game actually uses your speed to control that element. So this is definitely one of these situations where if this game was VR, you'd be chugging right now.
Rocket back and forth with it.
Whoa.
Yeah, I won't lie, this control analog stick's just a little bit there with me. Let's see, I'm trying to like correct the car.
Dun, 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 dun. Whoa. Whoa.
Don't do that, it'd make it worse. Literally right to the end as well. I have actually completely messed up right to the last bit. 'Cause it's like,
Hey! We got there in the end. Right. Being as you've come round, do you fancy a 2-player race to end the stream?
Yeah.
Should we do that? Is this controller connected?
It's connected.
Right.
I've vanished again.
Jono has disappeared for your convenience. You're going to pick a track for
I'll
us.
do all the track picking, yeah. Yeah, so it was just
Do I get to make an ugly car quickly? Because, you know, Chris says that whenever I play I make an ugly car. So I think I ought to continue that tradition.
Okay. I'll be the way that this is meant to be. Looks like a homage to the Disney. Well, actually, people can't even see the screen anyway, but the Disney character.
Disney character?
Toy Story character.
Oh, RC. Yeah,
RC,
they'll see
that's
when
it.
you start the race. I love that film. That's my childhood, man. I didn't get to do my car. Oh, sorry. It's because right. Okay, got it.
There we go.
Oh, that looks quite smart. Let's mess with it.
That was one of my creations. That one.
I'm just going to do the rims, and then I'm going to take credit for creating a car that doesn't look like vomit.
We can actually show people this because this car. Everyone knows the Tempest well, so. No
I quite
problem
like.
there.
What do you think of green rims?
It's quite a nice green. It's like a turquoise colour.
Yeah.
Colour, isn't it?
Feels a little bit moody, bit interior design.
Yeah, just a little hint
And
of colour.
then let's look at decals. So this is only a small selection of the decals that will be in the final game. There'll be plenty more. The size is in here, isn't it?
Making the smiley bigger.
Yeah, I want to move it onto the side, which you can do. You've got a lot of control in terms of how you position these. Oh, I feel like I've taken your car, John, and made it uglier.
Yeah. So you want roll in the middle, I think, I believe, depending on what you want to do there. You'll probably be spinning it around.
Okay.
Yeah, put on a slight axis, that would look cool.
I'm just gonna stick with that. I'm flailing miserably. You can do a lot with these. Oh,
Oh, hold on.
do you want to back out?
Yeah, back out. That's just gonna be
There you
just a quick change. No one will see, it's all good. There we go.
go. Right, we're gonna hide this for a second while we pick the race. So, should we go signal static? Yeah, we could do Euro Industrial.
Euro Industrial?
Yeah, let's do that. Can we bring the number of laps down to 5?
There we go. Difficulty?
Put it on normal.
And we'll keep the engine speed wild.
Yep.
There you go.
Reintroduce the game on Jono's face.
Kevlar
That is
32
not
bit.
Kevlar 32-bit, by the way. This is an imposter.
Really bad sound effects as well, but what's that? I'm not that good.
Here's your boss.
Here's my boss, he can fire me all the time myself.
This is. Did you use the shortcut in there?
I haven't, no.
Was that in that section or is it in a later section?
It's actually in the later section. Oh, the bridge.
Whoa. So we're thinking next week we might stream the game from an Xbox. So actually let you see the Xbox version of the game, if you guys fancy that. I think that would be cool. Yeah, no, I'm completely out of control.
Yeah, you have hit the start with car in the field. Was that in the game? But I'm not going to give away too much. Leave any more away. But Tempest is very, very fast. Once you get up to speed, it'll overtake everyone.
So what are its negatives?
It's just not stable at high speeds. It will do the speeds, but it's not stable. It will start throwing you off and stuff. You've got to manage it as much as possible.
Which for me, as somebody who tends to just hold the trigger down, is probably not the best vehicle. But it looks good. I'll take it.
Some people will notice there's a slight flickering going on with the volumetric fog in the game. That's just still the hardware of it. And it won't be in the full game, it'll be fine. That's the short
I missed it, or you missed it. I wasn't even trying, to be honest. I was just sort of trying to keep this thing on the road.
Every time I look over, it's like rocking through the air.
Can you like stop and let me catch up?
That's slow down,
Yeah?
yeah.
Just, I'm feeling inadequate at this moment. I'm gonna need a hug at the end of this.
I feel like most of the keeping up with you as well, to back in the past.
Oh. Did not mean to do that. I'm getting told to go faster. I'm in third. You can go.
Third? Oh, you're
Yeah.
right behind me.
Now we're racing with a massive handicap. Woo!
Quite a nice shot of my screen flying over me. Sorry.
You're right. There is a little bit of a reminiscence to RC in Toy Story.
Yeah,
to your
that's
car.
kind of what I was going for when I But I don't know if RC has white wheels or not. I couldn't actually remember. It just looked better with the white wheels. That's what I'm thinking. And white tyres, you know.
Doing an Austin Powers there. Stuck in a tunnel. Never do that again.
Really bad, actually.
Never do that again. It didn't last long. I did catch up, but it really didn't last long. And those missiles, I had to hold back all my swear words then. So the exploding darts when they embed in the back of you.
A good tip is when a missile's about to hit you, keep an eye on your rear end. When it's literally bouncing, you slow down. You brake, it won't throw you off so much.
Right.
Might be a good tip. Because if you're going full throttle, you can't stop the ground, stop it with difficult. Generally, I found with this game, although you want to go as fast as possible most of the time, if you want to actually maintain relatively tidy lying, don't get affected too much by the weapons, you want to slow down.
Right. Should have used EMP when you lose control and 32 pass.
EMP?
Yeah.
Ram Raider, is it? Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely wasn't your choice to do.
No, I think the combination of this and leaving the engine speed at wild has well and truly stuffed me. I'm just not got to go fast enough for this.
It's good looking though, you're failing in style.
I did come last. What a way to end the stream.
Also, people will notice that our level XP is absolutely massive. That's just because
Hiding Jono's face and the game. Right, I think that's the end of our stream for today. Sorry it's been a little bit short. We will be back at 6 PM next week. Next Thursday we'll be streaming Grip again. We will be streaming Victor Vran at 6 PM on Wednesday as well. If you've been watching, this is Grip, which is a combat racer coming to PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and leaving early access on Steam November 6th. Thank you very much.